Hello everyone and welcome to Console Speed Tier 3. My name is Thomas, next to me is Lewis and we are here in the US of a short little move from Canada to here. Not much traveling going on. Lewis, welcome, you're here in the commentary box with me once again. How are you doing?
Yes, we managed to escape, managed to get through immigration and through all the travel restrictions. We're still here. But yeah, on a serious note, it's good to be back and in the Circuit of the Americas. It's a track some people like, other people just don't. Some people love it. I think both me and you, it's not our favourite track, but we'll still get the results done come tomorrow. But yeah, I'm looking forward to today's race. Be interested to see you guys how the weather is forecast, whether there is any rain in this race or it is just completely dry. We got a few people that are pretty, confident, both for quality and the race, and some others that are looking more towards the race of how things are going to go. So,
Yeah, I saw two people in the chat saying fully dry, so I expect that's dry for the race as well.
Okay.
That's probably because all the rain will fall tomorrow for the Tier 2 race.
Of
So
course.
that probably explains a lot. Yeah, other than that, some housekeeping. We've got Steve and Connell both not being here because of work. Then Hilton dropped out, yeah, definitely, as well as last week. So we are trying to get in a replacement. And other than that, I think we're all good to go. Yeah, just talking through the drivers. I've seen both Rarys looking really good. Done a little bit of practice races with them. They looked really strong in the battle with Mercedes. I think they will go on top after this weekend. And Tichy especially is feeling really confident today. He will probably get pole position in this race, so keep an eye out for him in that red car.
Yeah, no pressure. So yeah, we've got obviously very early stages. Guys just coming out on their first runs. A few guys selecting the medium tyre for the first run, which can happen. Other than that, the majority just going to go for softs. Strategy-wise, should be an easy. Obviously, if you get into the top 10, everyone's going to be on the soft tyre to start their stint. People outside the top 10, do you reckon there'll be a few that want to start on the medium?
I think people outside of the top 10 will go for the medium soft instead of soft medium. But this track is really easy on the tires, so it should be no problem, especially for the guys picking up damage in the first couple of laps in the race. They should be good to go for the one stop as well. So I don't think people will go for crazy strategies. Soft to medium will be most likely, otherwise medium to soft.
Yeah, that's fair enough. So not too complex. The race itself is going to be what and how things occur, incidents. I think that's going to be the biggest thing. We were talking about it after our practice race today, seeing how the safety car, there is a safety car, a virtual safety car that occurs around that first stop if the guys are getting from soft to mediums. If that occurs, and there might be some that have gone for a bit longer and then it works out. The guys who start on the mediums wouldn't necessarily want that. So we might if it is a clear race, and obviously it's not an issue, but if there is a safety car, it could very much catch a few people out.
Yeah, 100%. Especially, yeah, especially if the safety car comes out after the guys on the soft spit it from mediums, because the guys who will be on the harder tire will definitely gain something from it. So it's the risk you take, and it can pay out very well, or it can really hurt your race. We saw it last week with Fruitful Tier 1 at Canada. Safety car came absolutely the worst moment possible. He was on for P1, eventually got P2 because of the safety car restart. It can literally throw away a really good result. So yeah, that's something the guys need to be aware of. Yeah, for now it's looking good. Mazda is taking provisional pole with a 1:32.0. Yeah, get your predictions into the chat. What will the pole time be for today's race? Make sure to get your lap time in, and the winner will get a high five.
Yeah, who doesn't love a high five?
Yeah.
I mean, I think, well, depending obviously how the track conditions are, but obviously we're expecting lap times to drop into the 1:31s. I think for the best lap times. maybe it'd probably be like a low 130. Do you reckon it'll be a low 31 or a mid 131?
I think, having seen Tishy's pace, I'm currently on board with him. He had the fastest sector 1 as well. I think he will be looking to get into the low 131s actually. So I think we will be looking around the 131.1, I would say.
KV's done 131.8, so he is 2/10 clear of his teammate Muzzer. So currently the Mercedes drivers are in those first front row positions. Sygate in P3, Dan is in P4, Matty Robbo, those alphas in 4th and 5th, Sneaky Tom 6th, J-Burn, Fredo rather's gone P7 as Tichy's about to complete his final sector here.
Yep, going to the penultimate corner, now onto the last corner, really tricky with the sun as well in your eyes, but he got the apex onto the line. It's 131.8 just in front of KV, so that's provisional pole position for Tichy in that Ferrari. Yeah, a little bit of an update on the standings. KV still in P1, but only with a 4-point gap to Stumpy, who is in brilliant form the last couple of races. 3 victories in a row, so he's doing brilliantly. Behind him, let's have a look. That will be Dan together with Mazza actually, so that's quite surprisingly. For the constructor standings, it's 16 points are Mercedes clear of Ferrari. So actually looking at the standings right now, with Tichy being in P1, KV P2, Mazza P3, so it's looking good for Mercedes so far, but I think Ferrari will do a good job in the standings this race, so that will be very interesting to look forward to in this race.
Looking at the comments section, Arbar is put, how do you guys feel about 2 stops here? Now, I think 2 stops, again, if there's a safety car involved, or if you've had like maybe even a virtual safety car, you might be able to get away with a 2-stop if you're looking to gamble, possibly. And if you have ultimately the pace as well to back yourself up, but other than that, I would have thought a 1-stop, in a normal circumstance, is the better thing.
Yeah, normal circumstances definitely a easy 1-stop. I don't think the 2-stop will actually give you an advantage because the pit straight is that long as well, and the pit straight is next to a very high speed straight, so you will actually lose a lot of time compared to Canada, where the pit stop was really short pit stop time. This one is actually quite long, so yeah, you can't really benefit anything from it. Of course, this is a track where grip is really important, so being on a fresher tire can actually gain you a lot of time, but I don't think it will give you that much of a time advantage to close in on the guys in front of you, especially not because this field is really competitive as well. So I don't think the 2-stop will work here in tier 3, and if not in all the other tiers as well.
Roz said, I want this high 5 Tichy pole 131.366.
Fair enough, good prediction.
Blaze
we have Blaze in the chat with 131.2.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, so yeah, we'll see if at the moment the guys are half a second off that, but this is the very early days of the session. We're coming into the second half of the qualifying now with just under 9 minutes left. Some guys are going to be doing 2 runs, some will do 3. I guess if you just do the 2 runs, you will have a spare set of softs, unused softs if you need to use them. Obviously, the plan probably isn't to use them, but they are there. But I think most people will just go for the 3 runs. I'm looking to see who else is out now. I think the Mercedes just started a lap time.
Yeah, Stumpy as well. So we firstly go on board with Mazza. He just exits turn 1. Stumpy's right behind him, so we can actually nicely switch between those 2. Oh, and I think that's a corner cut from Mazza. It indeed is. So that's already his lap time out of the window. So we quickly go back to Stumpy as he is still going on. Oh, a little bit of understeer going into the S's, but it's all good.
Yeah, so far so good. And I think with Muzzer, he clipped the. I heard it. He clipped the curb wrong. and it just set him off completely. He carried too much speed. It didn't work on all. Look at that. BBG has come in with the provisional pole, 131.6. So, we've got a challenger here.
Oh yeah, Matrix is in the chat. He says, yeah, you can win with 2 stops by a 10th. And actually, that was the race we both commentated on as well. That was one of the most craziest races I've ever commentated on. Absolute scenes between Matrix and Ricky and everything that went on in that race. That was absolutely crazy. So, yeah, you still can win with a 2 stop around this track, but it's not very likely.
That was a brilliant race. That tier 2 race a couple of seasons ago now, I think. But yeah, that battle between Matrix and Ricky, and Matrix getting that wing damage early on, thinking this race is over, he's going to have to stop twice. But yeah, he did a brilliant job. As Stumpy is coming along the line, runs a bit wide, but it's going to count. It's a 132.1, it's 5th for now.
5th for now, going to Tichy now. As he is going through sector 1, he just finished it, onto sector 2 right now.
A bit wide, but I think he's alright, no invalidation shown.
Davey went back into the pit, so he must have invalidated as well. So both Mercedes are still in P3 and P4 though, but both invalidated their lap times, so they will be under pressure for the final run. Let's see, I see a Alpha on a quick lap. That is Maddie Robbo. He's going through the final sector now. It's just in front of Tichy, so that's actually quite nice. Goes on to Rocco's roundabout. We have good memories about that as well, Lewis.
Yeah, fantastic memories about that.
Onto the final turn. Onto the final turn. He ran out of ERS though, so needs to be careful about that. He puts in a 131.8, which currently puts him up into P4. Quite nice. We switch back to Tichy, as he did a 131.6. Faster sector 3, but not good enough to take pole position.
Oh, he's got a challenge on. 131.6 is the time to beat for now.
Oh, and look at Ricky, by the way. Really good lap time from him as well, with a 132.1. Brings him up into P6. Going on board with... Oh, Mazza.
Mazza's just gone provisional pole, 131.4. We're getting close to that mark for Rosa. Rosa's, we just need a bit more improvement. If one of these guys get these predictions right, the high 5, this is going to be a high 5 to remember.
Oh mate, if they get it on the dot, like literally every single number, I'm gonna give them a sub, 100%.
So let's see who's out.
Yeah, I'm on board with Kelsen Swag now, as he got, I think that is Saigate in front of him. Could be Forza Fredo as well, so I'm not quite sure. We'll both follow them onto the start finish straight, going onto the penultimate corner. Now really tricky, as you don't want to run wide, you don't want to cut it as well. Tricky corner, especially the last corner as well. Tricky corners at the end. So it goes onto the line, puts it up into P8 for now.
Yeah, good result. Very close at the moment. Particularly in that midfield, where you got a number of drivers in the low 132s. So this is any improvements for a few of these guys. Obviously, there might be a bit of a delay with what our clock says and what their clock says, but it looks like a couple of these guys are going to have, like Kelsen Swag, are going to struggle to get another lap time done.
Yeah, they will. Raycon now onto the line in P9 with a 132.3. Oh, the midfield is looking really close. We're probably on for a great midfield battle. As KV is on his outlap, so we will go on board with him, as he will be challenging for pole position. Let's see. DRS open. ERS mode 5. KV without any assists on the steering wheel as well, so shout out to him. Love those guys. And let's see what he can do in that Mercedes. He knows that the constructors battle is on the line. Our championship leader. Oh, no pressure, and that's the commentator's curse. I'm absolutely sorry, KV, but that's an invalidation, and he either has to make sure he gets into the pits as quick as possible, or save fuel and ERS for another lap.
Well, he's obviously gone for the to go into the pits because on this pace, is that or he obviously must know that his lap time is now validated, so I'm guessing he's trying to rush to the pits, but
I think so, yeah.
He's backed out now, he's decided he's going to go for another run.
On board with BVG now, our P2 at the moment, as he was 100th of a second down in Sector 1, so he could be on for an improvement. Let's see what his Sector 2 is looking like. He's got a Ferrari in front of him, it is, to gain a little bit of slipstream, which is quite nice for the Dutchman. Let's see what he can do up into the end of Sector 2 now, only a little bit of the straight left. Let's see if he's up by almost a tenth of a second. If he can improve a little bit more, it will be on for a pole position.
It looks very good right now. He's
looks really good.
Yeah, I think this could be an improvement. It's super close. He's taken the lines really well. He's done his practice. The car just looks so well balanced. It's just turning where he wants it to go.
Yep, it's actually planted on the track. Looks brilliant. Onto the line. Ran out of ERS. Will it be enough? It is enough. It's a 141.4 as well, just in front of Mazza. So Mazza has got a job to do. And Ricky retired in the pits actually. Okay, so he has given up on his 132.1.
So we got Mazza on an outlap.
Yeah, Mazza is onto Rocco's roundabout.
KV is in the garage at the moment.
It's Stumpy. Oh, that's my fault. Sorry. It is Stumpy going through Sector 1.
Oh, he's done it again?
He's done it again, I think. Indeed.
Yeah, yes.
Yep, yes, he's given up on it. That's a mistake from Stumpy. He switched just in time to see the mistake going into Sector 1. So that's his qualifying over. Let's see who's on a quick lap behind him. I think that is Maddie Robbo. It is Maddie Robbo.
Yeah. Maddie Robbo, yeah, Sector 1, yeah.
Yeah, going on to Sector 2 now. And I think that's it as well. Maddie Robbo gives up. Who's behind him? Mazza.
This is next, yeah. Sector 1.
Sector 1.
Oh, he's done it as well.
He's done it as well. It's the same story as Canada, where everyone invalidated the lap time at the end of the quali.
Tichy's next. He's in that sector.
Is he gonna do it as well? He keeps it clean for now.
Yeah. 500's up as well. Yeah, it looks much better. Yeah, I think the others, they were just trying to carry more speed, too much speed, and because of that they had to turn. Autumn Blades retired. I don't know what happened, but yeah, those Mazza and Stumpy were trying to carry more speed, get it to the final run, but because of that you have to turn early, and they underestimated the grip.
100%, and that could hurt them at the end. We have to wait and see. For now it's BVG P1. He actually got past the straight line, so his qualifying is over. Mazza invalidated. KV is done as well. Maddie Robbo is done. Stumpy is done. Guys behind him are done, so it will probably only be Tichy who could still improve. Rocco's roundabout onto the penultimate corner. To the last turn. It looks brilliant lap from Tichy. Will it be enough to take pole position here in USA? It is enough. Tichy puts in a 131.2, which puts him on pole for today's Grand Prix. Really well done from the Ferrari.
The only last person, Dan has had Dan's had to go out as well, so Dan hasn't had a quick lap either.
So let's see, Sneaky Tom, is he still on a lap? No, he's not, he's given up as well, so this is it for today's race.
Tichy has put his money where his mouth is and has delivered with a great lap time in the end. Unfortunately for Rosa though, you don't get your high five, he beat your lap time. So you can't even say it's the brightness, it's not even the same 10th. 131.2, very good lap from Tichy in the end. And he is 2 tenths clear of his next rival.
2 tenths clear, really well done from Tichy. And I think Stumpy will be disappointed being down in P8. That's not the position where you want to be in. And I think Maddie Robbo will be very happy together with PVG both being in P5 and P2.
Absolutely. Yeah, getting involved with that Ferrari and Mercedes battles. Dumpy, yeah, unfortunately he got 1 lap time done, and that was the beginning. His next 2 runs were both validated at the same time. Same place of the track, so...
By the way, look at how close Blaze was with his prediction. He set a 131.268. That's 38 thousandths of a second between those 2 lap times. That's ridiculously close. So here we have it. P1 for Tichy, BVG back racing again. In P2, Mazza P3, KV P4, Medroa P5, Ricky P6, Saige P7, Stampy P8, Kelstrak P9 and Forza Fredo at his home Grand Prix rounds off the top 10. Raidcon P11, home Grand Prix for him as well. Justin P12, Dan P13, Sneakerton P14, Blades P15, Jay P16 and Chaos P17. And looking at the midfield, it's probably gonna be a great battle for P4 till like P10, 12 sort of. So really looking forward to it.
Yeah, it's super close between everyone. It's particularly like you said in that midfield. The race is a different story. Let's see whose setups are good. The first, in the soft tyre phase, is anyone going to be dropping off in the medium phase? Who will have that balance? Because I do feel the soft tyre, that's first sector, it does put a real challenge into those tyres, real heat increase. So, be interested to see how it all starts off, and hopefully have no first corner crashes. It is one of those corners where things can happen because of how wide the entry is. The entry of the corner widens, and it is 180 degrees. It's so tempting to just stick it down the inside, or go around the outside because you're not being held up in that sort of bottleneck, as you will. So it is a tricky corner. Let's 100%. See if everyone gets through it.
Yeah, people have to remember you can't win a race on lap 1, so they need to be careful, they need to watch out and keep everyone alive. Rosa's into the chat, he says enjoy your full race. I wish I could do that as well in tier 2. It's probably not gonna happen. Elf is into the chat as well. Welcome mate, happy to see you in the chat. 45 people watching, which is absolutely brilliant. Hopefully you guys are all having a good evening. And hopefully these guys will put up a great show for us all watching. Normally tier 3 delivers, so I'm not worried about that one.
Absolutely. Well, in the comments, Blades is putting Tichy, KV, Ricky as his podium. Anyone else with a top 3 prediction, please do.
Get the predictions in. Get your predictions out, as Cookie would say. Let's see, Flores is in as well. Welcome, mate. Happy to see you. Connell as well. Good to see you joining well at work. Brilliant stuff. Tires, that's a good shout.
Yeah.
That's me.
Only one on the medium.
Only Justin on the mediums, yeah. So, yeah, that's what happens at the track where the one stop is pretty straightforward, and where soft to mediums it actually is gonna be a fast strategy. I think seeing all these guys going for the soft to medium. Yeah, it should be a good one.
Yeah, it works brilliantly this for the leaders because it means that when they stop, they haven't got any traffic to get by. That's the only thing, I suppose, with the medium. And if you do go on the medium, I wonder if that will help Justin later on in this race. It is, it's no concrete that there's going to be any safety cars or virtuals, VSCs, but if it does happen at the right time, just after all these guys have stopped, it could put him in a good track position.
Oh yeah,
the only 100%. For him would be obviously the tyre situation.
Yeah, and seeing the midfield on qualifying, there could actually be a big DRS train where he could benefit from as well.
Absolutely.
I think Will was it in the chat that said, yeah, Elp said, no it wasn't Elp, let's see who said it. Yeah, Arbar said that he is thinking the Tissue will run away with it. Yeah, I think the top 3, maybe even top 4, top 5 will probably get away from the rest of the field, but I think other than that, the pack will be very close. Of course, I don't know, I can't look into the future, so we've got to wait and see, but I think that's going to be the prediction, that there will be a big DRS train. That's something to worry about the next couple of laps. It's everyone lining up to the grid now as we're getting ready for this USA Grand Prix. Terrible camera angle. I can't change it anymore. Brilliant stuff. I can change it now. Luckily we have the glitch. It actually helps for once. 5 red lights. And away we go for the USA Grand Prix. It's a good start from Tishy, but I think BVG got a much better start. No, he didn't. Is he gonna go around the outside? Tishy brakes very early. It's a Mercedes trying to go around the outside as well. BVG, brilliant. Goes up into P1. Tishy lost the back end. And is it KV gonna get past? Or Mazda, sorry. Is he gonna get past? No, he isn't. So it's gonna be BVG, Tishy, Mazda, KV. Matty Robo, Ricky and Sneaky Tom already up into P7. Brilliant start from the Williams.
And I can't believe it. Everyone got through that damage, and then Toro Rosso's got hit. There's a Toro Rosso that spun round. I think it's Cygate and the McLaren as well of Raycon got involved in that, but it was Toro Rosso trying to make a move on Stumpy. Stumpy was ahead still, and it was a Vettel-esque spin by Cygate, and he is now down the order. But a great start from BVG. He's under pressure from Tichy down the straight, but he's holding the line. But I think he's got it for now. But yeah, really good battling, and apart from that incident, no damage from any of the drivers and no errors in that first corner. Brilliant.
Yeah, really well done. It's very unlucky for Raycon. I had his home Grand Prix there. He's down in P17, but there is everything to gain now. It's still 27 laps to go, so he should be able to make his way back up through the field again, especially with a safety car coming out. It's BVG leading in front of Tichy with Mazda and KV in P3 and P4. They're doing brilliant for the Constructors' Championship at this moment. Stumpy couldn't gain a position, still in that P8, and Sneaky Tom, what a brilliant start he had in the Williams, moving I think from P14 up into P7. Let's see position change. He gained 7 positions, which is absolutely brilliant. And Tichy is putting BVG under big pressure. It's already a second between Tichy and Mazda, so definitely the top 2 is trying to pull away.
Yeah, Dan got a 5-second penalty for excessive corner cutting. I don't know why that could. Oh, the Toro Rosso spun in front of him, and he's made contact. So if Kelster Swag or Justin, I think it was just no, it wasn't Justin. Sorry,
Fredo.
Fredo, yeah.
And Dan.
Fredo span in front of Dan, and it's gone from bad to worse because he's also got wing damage, I believe. Yeah, he has. Yeah, just got involved with it. It's so easy to do on those on the early few laps of heavy fuel load, and yeah. Unfortunately, Dan now has got the worst scenario of, and that's pretty extensive damage on that front wing. So, I guess do you pit down and try and make the 2-stop work? I think that's what you really, or do you try and prolong it?
No, he will definitely go on for the 1-stop. It will be the case whether he's gonna stop for hards or continue on a couple of laps to pit for those mediums. That will probably be the question. We saw a sort of multi-21 between the 2 Mercedes. Is KV now in front of Mazda, as the gap is already 1.4 seconds, so they need to do something to make sure they will get DRS on the next lap, but I don't think that's gonna happen, especially not with KV running wide as well, coming out of the penultimate corner. 1.6 seconds now is the gap between him and Tichy, and it's not looking good for both Mercedes, seeing that red car pulling away. Still BVG up front, Tichy P2. Matty Robo is doing a brilliant job, by the way, to hold on. Oh, KV ran wide into turn 1. It's all good for now, as Ricky is losing touch as well. He's forming a little bit of a train behind him. Sneaky Tom is putting the pressure on the Force India.
Yes, BVG holding station right now. I mean, from our practice race earlier, the soft tyres, the Ferrari guys didn't feel were necessarily really quick, but they picked their pace up on the mediums, and I think when we do have that tyre change, I expect Tichy to possibly look to challenge BVG a bit more aggressively for the remainder of the race. But right now, those two have been able to edge away from KV. Buzz is under pressure here from Matty Robbo, but he should. Oh, he doesn't get DRS either from his Mercedes teammates, so Matty's got a great chance here, and the Mercedes has to look to defend. And also in the background, you got a 3-way battle. Sneaky Tom going around the outside of Ricky, and that's going to be done. Brilliant move from Sneaky Tom. Ricky didn't brake late and try and squeeze him out. He gave him the room, which is fair enough at this stage of the race. And now they got to be careful. Oh, the Williams leaves it wide open. You don't do that after you just moved past Ricky.
Especially not with Ricky. You know, Ricky will go for the move. So Sneaky Tom made a brilliant move around the outside, coming out of the. Oh, he ran wide again. It's the up into P7, side by side again. Still Stumpy off. It's Stumpy off into the wall.
And he's still in. He's still in, but he's got no wing. Pure Blades gets a penalty, so the Ferraris have to wave their drivers through. He's very fortunate, and a safety car. There is a safety car.
Oh, what will the drivers do now? This is brilliant for the guys who lost out in the first couple of laps, but what will the leaders do? They both have to slow down now. Oh my days, chaos at the start of this race. Oh, Dan gets his drive through for speeding under the safety car. He went into... No, he didn't went into the pits.
No, he's still
in Rocco's roundabout. How?
Yeah, he was driving normally though. He was driving at a normal pace, and maybe he got too You do when you see that. He probably got too excited about there's a safety car. I'm back in this, and then didn't realise that you don't. I've had that before happen in Baku, where it's like, there's a safety car, and then literally I was like, oh crap, I need to slow down.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I think it was the case. Well, you see, Tom saw those red arrows, but he probably saw the car as well. Not only the red arrows, but they make contact, and that was Stumpy into the wall. So Tichy has to do it on his own for Ferrari now in the points.
Now, if I was Stumpy, he's gone on to hards. I would have.
Yeah, the hards can make it from lap 1 onwards, and the mediums can make it from lap 5, lap 6. So people will go onto the mediums, I think, because the safety car will definitely stay out for at least 2 laps, and they will be on lap 6, so they should be good.
And look who will get track position. It will be Justin, that one guy on the medium.
Let's see, BVG is in.
Yeah.
Is Tichy gonna follow? Tichy is gonna follow, yeah, smart move. I think everyone on those shots will go in. The question will be, what tires?
He stays out.
Oh, okay, interesting. BVG goes on to the mediums. Tichy, mediums as well. Yeah, everyone will go on to the medium. Yeah, fair enough.
The Mercedes have to double stack as well.
Big Q. Blades continues on as well, so it's made a Robo and Blades. MP1, MP2, and Justin. Yeah, look at Justin on those mediums.
Yeah, there you go.
On for P3 at this point.
Musa had lost a load of places because of that, because he had to double stack behind his teammate.
Oh, and he went on to hards.
Yeah.
Together with Jay and Cygate. Sneaky Tom as well onto the hards.
He's too early. It's not early enough. You can go onto mediums now. He did this strategy earlier in the practice race, and I'm puzzled by that. Particularly as well, I would think. How I think is it's medium tyre, because there could be another safety car later on where you could do the gamble of the soft, so then you don't even have to worry. And even if that doesn't happen, you've still got the tyre will last, because these next 2 laps you're not going to be putting those tyres under pressure.
Yeah, 100%. So they will be sort of fresh from lap 7 onwards, and they can definitely make it to the end. Donamo is in the chat. He says mediums are on 55-65% from lap 7. Yeah, I think that's a good prediction. I think it will probably be around the 65% mark, but they should be good till the end, 100%. So yeah, it will be interesting to see what the pace is looking like compared the mediums compared to the hards. So we have the top 7 either on softs or mediums. After that, people are on hards or mediums. Very well spread. So we'll be interested to see what the guys on the mediums can do. Yeah, for now, Robo and Pure Blades in P1 and P2, they have to stop. Same for Justin. So yeah, Robo and Blades, they will have to pull away as much as possible before making their pit stop. Interesting choice to stay out, in my opinion.
Yeah.
We will see how it will work out at the end.
Yeah, I'm wondering what their thinking is. I mean, if you're like Justin, it's fair enough. You're 5 laps into your medium stint, and if anything, this is going to help him, because Justin is now ahead in track position, and when he does stop for softs, he'll be able to chase down. Okay, he's going to lose a bit, he's going to be a little bit far behind. Say there's another safety car down the line, or another VSC, then that would work brilliantly for him. But ultimately now he has got that track position.
Yeah,
Yeah,
100%.
Matty and Pure Blades with those softs, I am puzzled by that choice.
Yeah, we've got people in the chat, Arbar and Robert, they both say that there will probably be another safety car, and that's I think that's the gamble they take as well, that there will be another safety car in this race.
This is the thing. The soft guys haven't got many more laps to hope for that to happen, whilst Justin on the medium has got that time.
Yeah, although like if they pit and they go onto mediums and a safety car comes out, I think a lot of guys will pit again for another set of mediums, or maybe even go on to the soft, so they will gain all those positions back at the end. But the question will be, will there be another safety car after this one? That is gonna be the main thing.
Yeah, I think I expect the safety car to be coming in at the end of this lap.
Yeah, everyone has entered the queue, so he should be coming in. We will see it in a few seconds as he enters sector 2 now. Yep, safety car in this lap.
So as we wait for the race to restart, essentially.
Matty Robbo leading the pack. Has he done this before? I don't think so. I think this is his first time in console speed leading a safety car train.
Well, there's a first time for everything.
Yep, and when is the Alpha gonna go?
Now,
Pure Blades is leaving a little bit of a gap though.
Yeah.
Interesting to see that he leaves the space.
I think he's going to go for it. Second, this corner now, he's going to go for it.
Yeah.
And he has.
It's green, green, green. Let's go racing, boys. It's Matty Robbo off. It's Matty Robbo entering lap 7 now in the lead here at the US of A with Pure Blades in P2. Sneaky Tom picking up 3 seconds. It's BVG already getting past Justin. Brilliant restart from the racing point on those fresh mediums. Oh, and I think that's KV trying to make a move on Chaos. And it's a successful move. That's KV up into P6 just behind Tichy.
Yeah, Justin was struggling there with tyre temperature and he went wide in the final corner. BVG was, thank you very much, I'll take that. All there's a Williams driver running wide. I think that's Sneaky Tom, but he's okay for now. But yeah, those fresh mediums giving BVG plenty of grip and pace right now.
Yep, he's putting Blades under big pressure as he will probably get past on this straight. No DRS as of yet, so he's got to do it on pure pace. But I think he has the pace to get past the Williams. It will depend on how much downforce they're both running. He gets out of the slipstream, but Blades has actually got some great straight line speed. Is BVG gonna go for the late braking move? He is. And that is a really good move from the racing point. Blades gives up the position. He has to think about his own race, and that's BVG up into P2. He's actually pulling away from Tichy, who's on the same strategy. So he's doing a brilliant job gaining those positions already really early on in the race.
Oh, Muz is having a look on Ricky. And they're all going.
Oh, it's damage on the track. There's debris on the track. I think someone lost a little bit of his front wing. Can't see who lost it.
I think it was Muzza hitting the inside of on the inside of that curb there. There's like a little bollard. I think he hit that.
Ah, fair enough. Oh, BVG with 3 seconds. Could be crucial.
Dan
the
is
end of the race. Yeah, that's his drive-through.
Of course it is.
Yep, because you can't serve it under the safety car, so he's got to do it now. It's a shame for the Alpha.
Justin and Tichy having a little of a battle in turn 1. Head of Pure Blades. This is a bit all Blades struggling now with those softs. Those softs do not have any grip.
Nope, and look at KV. He is trying to put the pressure on Tichy.
Yeah. KV on those mediums as well. Here we go. Oh, careful boys, don't hit the back of Blades. He's not got the same grip, and it shows coming out there, Ben.
We got a battle for P1 as well. Matty Robbo and BVG. Terrible camera angle. He's going down the inside. He's probably gonna pull off the same move as he did on Pure Blades. Braking late. And he's got the job done. Quickly go on to the battle for P3. It's Tichy making a double move. And he thinks he's gonna make it stick. I think he's gonna make it stick. He did. Brilliant move from the Ferrari up into P3.
Yeah, top drive there from Tichy. getting past those guys. Justin now having a look, but Blade shuts the door. Yeah, great driving from Tichy, and that's put him really in the driver's seat. He had to get through because BBG, getting such a great restart, has managed to get clear daylight between them, both of them. Oh, and Pure Blade cuts the corner. He runs over the camera, and he decides to pit now, and so too.
Together with Medi Robo. That's an interesting line into the pits. Kelselsweg retired. Hey? Where did he lose it?
Oh, second to last corner. He's lost it, and there's a virtual safety car.
Virtual safety car, you can see him on the left-hand side.
Yeah. So this is gonna... it's a shame for those guys that have pitted.
But now they actually gained something from it. Because look at Medi Robo, he is sort of connected to the pack still.
Yeah. Yeah,
on those fresh mediums.
Saved a bit of time. Yeah.
Should be able to close in the gap he's got now. And seeing all those guys so close together, he is still on for a really good result.
Perfect.
BVG is leading now on lap 9, 4.7 seconds is the gap. So he did a brilliant job after the safety car restart. KV got past Justin, crucially enough. So he can focus on putting the pressure on Tichy again. Let's see, virtual safety car has ended.
Yeah.
So it's back to full racing speed again.
And BVG has a 5-second gap between himself and Tichy, so a lot of work for Tichy to do. Yeah, that VSC has helped those soft boys, the guys who went as long as they wanted to. Lap 9 was their time, so they're going to have fresher mediums compared to the guys around them. So the pace should be good.
Yeah, 100%. Let's see, further down the grid, it's so close between, I would say, P5 till P... Let's see, that's going to be P10, P11. So close between those guys, and as soon as DRS gets enabled again, it will be a big overtaking fest for those kind of places. It's Sneaky Tom leading the train with Raidcon. Look at Raidcon. He had contact on lap 1 with Cygate, and now he's already back up into P6 because of that safety car, and Medirobo already got past Chaos. Oh, it's Chaos retiring in the pits. He's given up on this one, interestingly enough.
Yeah, that's strange. He was on the softs, but that is his first stop, so I'm not sure why that is the case. His car is still going though in the pits, so yeah, I think he might have a few issues there. Yeah, Dan is really struggling. The back end kicking out through that first sector as he's trying to keep Pure Blades behind him, who is obviously on that old mediums.
See Sneaky Tom defend from Raidcon, but the McLaren has got DRS. Is Raidcon gonna go for the move? He has to go around the outside. Tom brakes late, and it's late enough to go side by side onto the next corner. Who will get on top? It will be Raidcon, question mark. It is Raidcon. Is Sneaky Tom gonna go for the move back again? He is. It's gonna be switchback time.
Yeah, both these guys on hards. So
it's not enough. And Ricky needs to defend from Mazza now. It's all kicking off now with that DRS. Yeah,
I'm expecting those mediums really to be able to challenge the hard runners. So Ricky should be looking to try and get past, but obviously Raidcon has got that DRS. Raidcon is pretty close here. The Williams feels like he has to defend.
Look at Medirobo, fastest lap of the race so far, Justin with 3 seconds, Ricky running deep. Is this a chance for Massa to get past? Oh, he was thinking about going side by side into the S's. Thought better of it, and he sticks behind the racing point again. Oh, Sneaky Tom had to cut a little bit off the track. Don't know if it gave him a warning. It didn't give him a penalty. So that's good for the Williams. This Raidcon is probably going to be looking to get past on the back straight. With that DRS, he's in ERS mode 5 already, lining up the move, really close to the back of that Williams. And Mazza will probably trying to make a move on Ricky, but Ricky will get DRS as well. It will be very hard for Mazza to make a move. Let's see, Raidcon moves around the outside. You think he's gonna get the job done now. Now Tom brakes late again. Oh, they make contact. But it's all good. It's Raycon getting past, and Ricky now needs to defend.
Yeah,
Massa with the switchback.
Oh yeah.
Will he be now switchback again? Will he go for the switchback again? I think he will. He's trying. He's trying. Oh, he picks up 3 seconds in the process. Side by side.
Ricky's got the faster tyre and the inside line, and the Mercedes has to be careful. He's going to lose
look
the
at Ferrari.
The stunt behind him made contact, and Mazza just holds it from
What
here
a
in the
save!
wall.
What a brilliant save from Mazza. That's class.
Yeah. But he's lost a few places because of it, and Matty Robbo isn't too far away. Matty Robbo's only a second behind this group already.
Yep,
Such
that's
is
exactly
his pace
what.
right now.
Yep, that's what I've been saying. The virtual safety car absolutely helped him with his pit stop, as he's looking to get through the field now. Yeah, he's entered the train of Jay in P9, which is great stuff for the Alpha.
And Raycon is leaving, despite being on 8-lap old hards, and Fredo gets a penalty. Your 8-lap hards from Raycon, he's leaving Sneaky Tom. Sneaky Tom already outside of DRS, which is going to be an absolute pain. He's just on the cusp.
Oh, yellow sector 2. Can't see anyone going slowly. And I think it's time for Ricky now.
Yeah.
To make a move on Tom. He's got Stumpy behind him as well. Is Stumpy gonna go for the move? I think Stumpy is closer to Ricky than Ricky to Tom. But Ricky goes for the move down the inside.
Ricky does a Ricky.
Tom holds it around the outside.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Oh, they make contact.
Yeah, I don't know about that from Tom. Tom should have backed off because he had to go off the track there. But Ricky's got the inside line. Just hold the apex.
He does. He'll probably get the better exit on those mediums, which he did. So that's Ricky now up into P6. Oh, and Tom will get dirty air. Is Stumpy gonna go for the same move? No, he's not. He sticks behind the Williams for now.
Yep, so easily done there in the dirty air. Matty Robbo's made some moves already. He's up in a P10. So he's passed Muzza and the 2 Toro Rosso drivers. And Matty, he's on the charge. Next target is Jay Jigburn.
Oh, Stumpy made a move down into turn 1 on Sneaky Tom. He got past.
Nice.
So Ricky is the next target for the Ferrari, and Sneaky Tom is losing places left, right and center on those hards. And this is where we say he was making a mistake. Those hards are not quick enough to keep up with the medium runners.
Yeah. Yeah, those mediums, like I said, they work so well, and okay, they will start to wear.
Maybe Robbo got past in an interesting place. He got past Jay through the S's. Really well done from Robbo. We missed the overtake. Massa follows through as well. So that's Robbo now up into P9, and Sneaky Tom is the next target. Is Stumpy gonna make a move on Ricky already? He's closing in. I think he's not close enough to be thinking about a move. No, he's not. So it will be P7 for Stumpy for now.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Forza Fredo going down the inside of Jay. They make contact. But Jay holds on for P11 so far. Forza Fredo maybe with the switchback. Oh, they make contact again.
No damage somehow.
Oh, Forza Fredo picks up another 3 seconds. Oh, is he gonna go? No way, he's gonna go down the inside. He was thinking about a move down the inside.
Yeah.
Couldn't make it stick. Great racing from these guys. Absolutely love to see all the battling going on. We've got, like, I just can't take a break. It's action all over the place.
And it's been good.
Oh, look at this. Ricky has to defend from Stumpy. Stumpy is gonna go for a move around the outside. He actually makes the move stick.
Yeah,
really well done. Ricky will get the better exit, but I don't think it's enough. No, it's not. Sneaky Tom has got full connection to the back of Ricky again. So it's not finished yet, the battle for P6, and Raycon is pulling away massively. 3.5 seconds now is the gap between him and Stumpy.
Oh, yellows. We got a Renault spun round. That's Jay. So Jay's lost the rear end. And I wonder if he got any damage. No damage.
Look at this, the battling between Stumpy and Ricky actually allowed Matty Robbo to close in as well. I don't think it's enough to get DRS. Oh, he might have got DRS. Let's see. No, he didn't. Okay, so we switch back to Ricky. Is he gonna go for the move? No, he's not. He brakes late. Oh, Sneaky Tom brakes late as well. It's all good. No contact has been made. And Matty Robo is looking to get past Sneaky Tom now as he sees P6 in front of him as well. He's on for a brilliant result in the Alfa Romeo. And the gap between BVG and Tichy is still 5.3 seconds, so they're equal on pace.
Matty and Sneaky Tom side by side in the second to last corner. Sneaky Tom's just got no front end on that car.
He's struggling on those hards. Robert is in the chat as well. He says Tom has kind of killed his race with those hards, and he actually did. Because you can see him struggling through the corners, because Stumpy and Ricky are pulling away on those mediums. Matty Robo is closing in those mediums, and the hard guys are just losing out. Except of Raycon, he's doing a brilliant job on those hard tires.
Yeah, Raycon's going ballistic on those tyres at the moment. Comfortably holding a 2.3, he's 2.2 behind Justin, and 2.8 ahead of Stumpy. It seems to be going absolutely fine on them. And in fact, he's actually closing up on Justin, who's admittedly on older lap tyres. But yeah, Raycon on course so far. He's looking to hunt down for P4. And obviously, as the race prolongs, his hard tyre will be the better tyre to be on.
Yep, those mediums for some reason got a sort of second wind around this track, so it's not quite sure he's gonna gain advantage already, as Matty Robo is gonna go for the move down the inside of Sneaky Tom, and that's job done already, as he made a move for P8. Really good job from Matty Robo, and Mazza is the next one to trying to get past Sneaky Tom. Sneaky Tom being a sitting duck on those hard tires. Unlucky to see for him. But like you said, Raycon will be having really good pace going to the end of the race. And with him closing in on Justin, doing a brilliant job.
Yeah, really good job there from fair play to Matty. It's been a great race from him so far. And you can see a good 4 further places in one straight. With you got Ricky, Stumpy, Raycon, and even Justin covering that whole straight distance.
Dan is into the pits, and Mazza and Sneaky Tom have a fight. Oh, Tom tried to close the door, but Mazza was still there. And Mazza kept his foot down, and it's Mazza up into P9. Oh, Sneaky Tom picks up 3 seconds as well because of dirty air. That's unfortunate. And look at Matty Robo as well. 7 tenths is the gap to Ricky. Is he gonna go for the move already on the Welshman?
Yeah, he wants to get a good run. Ricky is out of DRS, so he will be able to gain quite considerably. At this point, he's probably not going. He's not going to be close enough to make a move. He is 7 tenths back, but it'll get him in position.
Yeah, you would expect Matty Robo to have burned a lot of ERS, but he's still on 60% ERS. So he's doing a brilliant job managing that, as well as Ricky ran deep, which actually cost him a little bit of time. And Stumpy is definitely closing in on Raycon. Look at
Ricky feels the need to defend, which is going to put him out of position in the exit. So let's see, Rocco's roundabout. Matty gets the dirty air. He'll look to line up into turn 1. He doesn't get a great exit there at that final turn. I think Ricky's alright for this lap.
Yeah, Ricky will be alright, because Matty Robo is just trying to save a little bit of his ERS, trying to keep the engine cool to make a move on the back straight. And Stumpy closed in on Raycon massively. It's 8 tenths now between the McLaren and the Ferrari, so he will be looking to maybe make a move on Raycon as well on the back straight.
Yeah, he seems to have quite a bit more grit than Raycon being on board with him in this first sector. Yeah, I think he's going to be putting Raycon under pressure come the end of this lap. Matty Robo is now crucial for him to get a good exit.
Let's see, DRS is open for Stumpy. Is he gonna go for the move on Raycon? He's closing in massively. Raycon is not gonna defend, so it's Stumpy down the inside. Oh, but Raycon runs deep. Yep, that's Stumpy up into P5, and Ricky holds on to P7.
Yeah, Matty and Ricky's already feeling the need to defend. You didn't need to defend that corner because it's going to put him under pressure. It's going to go tight here, and Matty's just going to go, alright, I'll just give you the switch back. Which
Yeah, Ricky knows how to defend the switchback though, and I don't think Medrobo will keep it round the outside. No, he doesn't. It's good defending from Ricky though. We know he's really good at defending the position, and he's doing it once again. It's really a hard task for Medrobo to get past. He's stuck behind Ricky now for 2 laps. We know he's got the pace, so is he gonna do it on a start-finish straight? The rest is open once again as Justin comes into the pits on those 17-lap old mediums. Fresh softs it is for the Red Bull.
Oh, Ricky runs wide. Ricky runs really wide, and Matty gets through, so it's an unforced error. Now, unless that's Ricky playing mind games. I don't think it is though, because he's been out of shape through the first sector. And yeah, Matty Robbo pulling away now, and has got the clear air to try and hunt down Raycon.
Yep, the question will be, is he gonna be as quick as Stumpy to close in on Raycon, because those hards will get quicker and quicker like you said, and those mediums will slowly start to drop off. Ricky won't be close enough, I think, to make a move on the straight.
No, not at all.
No, and Mazza is trying to get past as well.
Ricky's got some good straight line speed in that car, but yeah, it's just too much in the first sector. Matty, obviously out of everyone, has him and Pure Blades have the freshest set of mediums out of those people that did stop around there. So I think Matty can pull away as he's showing, and I think he is going to catch Raycon. He's 1.8 behind Raycon at the moment.
1.1 between Stumpy and Raycon, so I don't think the McLaren will get DRS. And he doesn't, so this is the time for Medrobo, this is the lap for the Alfa Romeo to close in on the McLaren. So he needs to do it as quick as possible. And Ricky slowly needs to worry about the Mercedes behind him. 5/10 now is the gap between those two. Mazza on those hards is doing a really good job as well. We're seeing Sneaky Tom dropping down the field. Mazza is actually gaining positions after he made a brilliant save when he and Stumpy collided together.
Yeah, it's all neat and tidy through the first sector for Mazza. Ricky is out of DRS as well now. So it's going to be pressure for the racing point. But he doesn't get the best of exits, Ricky does.
Yeah, that's probably the advantage the medium has over the hard tires. But look at Mazza, look at the straight line speed. Oh my days, that's brilliant. Is it going to be enough? Yep, it is. It's Mazza up into P7.
Yeah, P7 for Mazza. And trying to see, and BBG meanwhile, let's just say his pace has been brilliant. He's pulled away gap to 6.3 seconds now. I mean that's 6.4. So BBG been doing really well. You know, out of nowhere, challenging for the win, and is looking very comfortable at the moment.
Raycon closed in within a second, but he did it after the DRS line, so he didn't get DRS on the start finish straight. Medrobo is 1.3 seconds away, so he needs to push a little bit more to get DRS from the McLaren in front of him. Justin is making inroads, going down the inside of Cygate. So that's Justin now up into P12. As Stitchy is losing starts to BVG, he is driving in no man's land. He's got KV 2.8 seconds behind and a gap of 6.3 seconds in front of him. BVG is looking quite confident, and he is doing a Vettel-esque race by just pulling away and dominating this race.
Absolutely. I mean, yeah, like I said, it's those Mercedes and Ferrari guys have been the ones battling it out, and BVG has seemed to have the pace. He had a few hiccups so far this season, but in quali it looked really well. Got the race lead on the first corner, and he hasn't looked back ever since. He also took a huge advantage from that safety car. Was able to get a few guys between himself and Tichy lost out badly in that stint. So yeah, yeah, it's both very even on pace, but EU3 has that time gap.
Armor with the hiccup law. I know exactly what it means, but it's all good. We've accepted it, he accepted it, and he's back. He probably practiced 2 weeks for this, as he wasn't allowed to race at Canada, and it pays off. Driving in P1, Mary Robbo gain 1/10, but that's still not enough. Look at this, Pure Blades has to defend from Justin. Justin puts in the fast lap of the race, 1:35.1. He will be putting Pure Blades on a big pressure. Blades on those mediums. Yeah, he won't have any chance defending from Justin.
Yeah, Justin's now doing the comeback. Obviously, the only driver to start on the mediums. He's first strategy to everyone else. So this is time to shine. And he's going to look to score some good points today.
Yeah, he can see Sneaky Tom in P9 in front of him. After that, there is a little bit of a gap to Ricky, but if you can close that gap quickly enough, he could be on for a P4. But that is very opportunistic, as he makes a move around the outside of Pure Blaze. Pure Blaze is gonna brake very late, and he actually defends for now. Justin has to go around the outside, will turn into the inside for the next turn. Can brake much later on those softs. He needs to watch out that Pure Blaze is not gonna close the door. Better exit for Justin. Great helicopter view as well, couldn't have been any better. Please stay on as we go through Rocco's roundabout. It's Justin. Justin, he's got the pace. He can't make a move through those corners, so he's got to wait for the start-finish straight. He will get DRS, which should help him getting past the Williams.
Here we go. It's all about getting the good run into turn one. He's catching, goes to the outside line.
Still not enough. Oh, but on exit the switchback. Oh, you absolutely love to see the switchback. Get the switchback in the chat, because Justin pulled it off. Really well done from the Red Bull.
To add insult to injury, Blades gets 3-second penalty.
Oh, look at the battle for P5. Medibro will close in massively with Massa behind him. So Raidcon needs to defend for his life to hold on to that P5. Actually right.
He's going to struggle. Matty's 4/10 down, which should be enough. And that slipstream effect will work as well. Will Raycon look to defend? No, he doesn't. He's going to keep the door open. And the Alpha gets through into P5.
Yeah, he kept the door open like he did with Stumpy as well. He's just not defending through that turn. And it actually allowed Stumpy and now Matty Robo to get past him. Quite a strange move. But fair enough. Oh, KV picks up 3 seconds. Could be crucial coming to the end of the race, as Forza Fredo makes a move on Tom, and Tom makes a move back on Forza Fredo. They're wheel banging, and look at Justin.
Yeah, they're all together here. Oh god, the Williams and Forza and Sneaky Tom somehow, and Forza just holds on. Sneaky Tom gets a penalty.
Yep, picks up 3 seconds in the process. Sneaky Tom breaks really close to the back of that Toro Rosso, and it's Justin gonna get past both of them. It's looking like that, you know. Is he gonna go for the move? Just to go around the outside. If you push up this double switchback, I'm gonna...
Oh! He almost did it!
He almost did it! Yeah, he got past Forza Fredo, but Sneaky Tom holds on. That would have been the best overtake I've seen in my life, I think. Well, yeah. Fortunately he didn't.
But he's, yeah. I think he's going to struggle to get past Ricky with the amount of laps we've got left. But he might be close. They're about just under 5 seconds behind Ricky. So if he can he should be able to easily get better traction compared to the 18-lap old hards that are on Sneaky Tom's car. And yeah, he's well on his way here.
Down the inside of Sneaky Tom. And that is... I wanted to say job done already. It is job done now. Yeah. Oh, they made contact. Sneaky Tom runs into the back of Justin. No wing damage. And it's all good. Justin goes defensive, which I think was a really good move, because he actually made sure that Sneaky Tom couldn't get back past him. That's Justin now up into P9 with Ricky ahead of him. 5 seconds is the gap between the Racing Point and the Red Bull. The question will be, with 3 laps to go. Oh no, it's actually, oh yeah, they will still be on lap 24. That's 4 laps to go. Great match, Thomas.
They got a few. They got a few. Yeah, he could trouble Ricky. Ricky obviously is on mediums as well, so he could give him a bit of a headache come the end of this race. But those softs will be dropping off as well, so we'll see how that develops. Whether or not he can get that P8. But we got the battle of Raycon and Muzza that is still on, and Raycon now is out of DRS.
Raycon is out of DRS and Mazza is looking quick. He is desperate to get past Raycon as he sees both Ferraris at this point closing in on the Mercedes in the constructor standings.
Yeah, and again, Raycon doesn't defend it.
Raycon doesn't defend, yeah.
That's up to P6.
Good move from Mazza up into P6, and the question will be, is he gonna get past Mederobo as well? The gap is 1.1 seconds, so he needs to get back into that DRS window before thinking about a move. Raycon will stick to Mazza, I think, with the DRS, unless he drops off massively now, but he will have a big enough gap to Ricky to stay in P7.
Blades just tried to make a move on Forza, got a penalty in the process, and almost ended up literally in the city of Austin. He went so deep into that corner that, yeah, and he's got another 3-second penalty. I mean, it's just not gone right for Blades. It just shows you the difference. Obviously, both Blades and Matty hit it on the same lap, not too far away from each other, but Pure Blades just hasn't been happy on these mediums at all.
Yep, he's not feeling those mediums. He's just not feeling them.
Yeah, and Matty has just gone from strength to strength. He isn't completely out of the. He's actually back now. Muzza is within DRS, so Matty isn't out of the doldrums yet. As Blades cuts the whole of sector 1. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah. I think he's trying to. I think he's struggling now. Blades with those tyres, getting a little bit overheated.
Yep, Mazza got DRS.
Matty's not out of the woods yet.
Mazza got DRS. We saw Mederobo being on 80% ERS, so he's looking quite good on the ERS side of things, but will it be enough to defend from the Mercedes as Mazza is on a rampage through at this point. He is gaining positions the last couple of laps like no tomorrow, as he is on for a P5. I don't know about the penalty situation. We will have to see as we're nearing the end of the race what everything will be looking like, but for now Mederobo needs to defend to stay in P5 for now. He's done a brilliant job to get there, but now he needs to defend.
I think Matty has got. I think Matty's definitely got one penalty. Check if he has any more. I think it's only one. Yeah. Yeah, so Matty's got one. He's got 3 seconds worth of penalty at the moment. Muzza, don't know if Muzza does have any penalties just yet. There's been so many warnings.
Yeah, it's crazy. Crazy.
It is one of those tracks. It's very easy to do, particularly in sector 1. So we'll see once everyone crosses the line. We'll see how it goes. There we go, Matty again. Now
a great exit. But a great exit compared to Mazza. Probably those mediums still helping him getting the exit, and it actually allows him to stay in front of Mazza for now. If I was Mazza, I would do it on the last lap. Just save everything, cool down the engine to make sure you get the maximum performance, and do it on the last lap. But I'm not Mazza, so we will have to wait and see what he's gonna do. Oh, look at Justin! Look at how much he closed in on Ricky. It's brilliant.
Yeah. Well, those mediums are struggling from Ricky. Ricky's been left by the rest of the field ahead of him. And though, yeah, like you said, the lap 8, I mean, it is a much lighter car now, so doing 8 laps on these softs is not the same as doing 8 laps on a on a race fuel heavy car. And here we go then. I think Justin's got a good chance here to make the move into turn 1 if he wishes. He's going for it. He's in hot lap. We're in the helicopter view.
Oh, I'm not.
Ricky
That's a shame.
Ricky defends it, but it's going to run wide. And this could be a switchback time.
Switchback time again. Oh, no. Side by side.
Not
Justin needs to be smart. He is smart. He backs out. Yeah, there was nothing to gain for the Red Bull there. He just needs to be all patient as Ricky picks up 3 seconds. Going into the SS. Yeah, Justin has to wait, but noticing that Justin is running a high downforce setup because he's struggling to get past people even though he's got DRS and the people in front don't. So must be running high downforce, otherwise I can't give you guys a reason why he should be struggling. Look at Ricky.
Oh my god, he's really struggling
into
with
the
those
hairpin.
tires.
And Justin with DRS now is gonna pull away.
Ricky's got a low downforce setup, and I think that's why his wear rate's been worse. He's got a lower downforce setup, but he couldn't find a way to 5 because of that DRS.
He has to work the tires more to keep up with the guys running higher downforce, and it's actually not paying off this time. It actually helped him to defend from Matty Robbo, but after those guys put away and overtook him, he actually had no chance. As Justin is gonna do the same now. We entered the last lap of this race. Not much screen time for the top 3, unfortunately. Normally we've got a big battle on our hands for the podium positions. It has been quite a boring race, to be quite honest, for the top 3. Not for the midfield as we expected it, but definitely for the top 3 guys. It has been a pretty straightforward race.
We've got a battle though for that P5 rather. That is still very much on. Muzza really harassing Matty. Oh, but he gets a penalty.
Is this gonna cost him?
I think that's both of them now on 3 seconds, so it means it's a true battle on track.
Blades takes the fastest lap on those fresh softs. Dan is trying the same. Dan actually gets it on the last lap. Well, they can go again. And if Muzza now, he's so close. But is he close enough? DRS mode 4 is enabled. Matty Robbo is gonna defend. No, he's not. Stays to the outside.
On the final lap.
So, does Matty Robbo? I think Matty Robbo knows he's gonna get him on pens? Question mark.
Maybe, yeah.
Otherwise, I don't know why he's not, why you won't defend that position.
Yeah.
I think that probably will be the case with Muzza picking up those extra 3 seconds. Look at how much they gain on Stampy as well. Oh, I completely missed the leader. I'm absolutely sorry. Tichy takes P2. KV takes P3 in this race. Muzza, Stampy onto the line. Will he be clear on penalties? Yep, yeah, Matty Robbo takes him on penalties. That explains a lot. Raidcon takes P7. And Justin with a brilliant comeback race on those softs. Good strategy from him. Takes P8. Sneaky Tom. What happened to Ricky? We completely missed that.
Wing damage. He's got wing damage. Ricky's tyres must have just given up the ghost.
Oh, but he still takes P9 on penalties.
Yeah.
Battle for fastest lap between Pure Blades and Dan. As Pure Blades takes P12.
Ahead of Sidegate.
And then
here comes Dan.
Yeah, Dan takes the final. Well, Dan takes the fastest lap, sorry. So we're waiting for Jay now to come through start finish line. Yeah, get your driver of the day in the chat. I see Matty driver of the day, Stampy driver of the day.
Yeah, we got Matty, Stumpy.
Yeah, because Stumpy of course had no wing after lap 3, lap 4.
But because of that accident, it did cause a safety car, so he had to be able to get through.
Yep, true.
I'm going to go with... I mean, yeah, you could say about Stumpy, but I would happily go with Matty, to be fair. You know, he was ballsy enough to stay out when a lot of people came in, and it worked out for him in the end. I thought that was But then again, yeah, Stumpy did finish P4 in the end with that. I mean, he was very fortunate that he did get a safety car because of his accident. It's a tricky one. You could even say BBG though. I know BBG had his race ban, but this race he's really turned it on, and thankfully he had a big enough gap because BBG did have penalties.
Yeah, true. Very good point. These are the final standings: BVG P1, TC P2, KV P3, Stampe P4, Medrebo P5, Massa P6, Raidcon P7, Justin P8, Ricky P9, and Sneaky Tom taking the final point in P10. Forza Dan, Pure Blades, Cygate. Now I need to think. It's probably gonna be Jay Byrne at the end. With
Yeah, it was Jay Byrne. Yeah.
yeah, with Chaos and Kelselsvek retiring.
Yeah.
But that's it. I will get those guys into the commentary box. Tier 3 getting in KV, Tichy, and BVG. So waiting for them to join the commentary box to ask them some questions. If you got any questions for the drivers, get them into the chat. If you want to buy some Console Speed merch, the link should be down in the description. Make sure to hit the follow button. Great, Thomas. Great grammar. To hit the follow button to make sure you don't miss out on any streams in the future. And I want to point out a special race on the Sunday, as Console Speed is gonna do the Indy 500. So make sure to tune in for that one. There will be 15 drivers, driving in circles for 3 hours. Great fun. Brilliant. Don't know why I'm gonna do it. Don't ask me why. Tichy joined the chat.
Is there still room for that?
No, unfortunately the grid is full, but yeah, maybe with people dropping out, it could be a good one.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. That's great action.
KV and Tichy have joined the commentary box, and I don't think BVG is gonna join, so we will just start off with these guys. First of all, KV in P3. Really well done on the podium once again. You're at least extending the lead compared to Stumpy. Happy with the P3, or were you thinking about a little bit more from this race?
No, not really. It was a pretty simple race. Just boring.
Tell me about
Honestly, it was. The quality was a bit poor, but apart from that, literally, that was it. There's nothing else to really add to it. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, fair enough. Extending now the lead to Stumpy actually, and breaking actually Stumpy his form. He had 3 consecutive victories in a row. Is this sort of the comeback you're making once again, just to trying to stay consistent, trying to get those podiums? Is that the way you're thinking about winning the championship?
Yeah, I think obviously consistency is everything, but obviously this last week, obviously I've had a new wheel and I'm learning to drive obviously without the race in mind. So like this past week has been really just full of F1. So much practice being put into obviously getting used to the wheel and then obviously getting used to USA, which is quite a tricky track to nail. So yeah, I think it's just keep doing what I'm doing, and we'll see where it goes.
Yeah, 100%. Just trying to keep consistent is probably gonna win you the championship if it goes on like this. Really well done on a P3, mate. Congratulations and big respect to put it up into P3 after going on to a new wheel.
Cheers, man.
Going on to our P2, Tichy, taking pole position like you said, and finally having a good race again, finishing in P2. How happy are you with the P2?
Well, I promised pole and I delivered. And then I think it was first corner, BVG got me. And then I think if it wasn't for aggressive weaving down the straight every single lap before the safety car came out, I think the story would have been different and I would have been in front of him. But hey ho, some people.
Yeah, and after the safety car restart, there were a couple of guys between you, and it actually made the difference.
Yeah, because if I was in his DRS, it would have been a lot easier. But because the weaving on the straight, he got out, and then there was Millsy's, Chaos in between us, who ran wide on the safety car restart. So I pit past him, but he'd already gone 2 cars in front of me. So
Yeah,
couldn't really get it back from there.
yeah, probably cost you the race, or the race win, I should say. But other than that, great P2 and good points for Ferrari in the Constructors' Championship.
Finally.
Yeah, finally.
Just so you know, this is the second time me and Stumpy have finished in the top 5 of a race, like as we've been teammates. We've only done it twice.
Yeah.
Also, I want to say well done to him, because he got taken out and he had to come from the back to get P4.
Yeah, true. So he did a brilliant job coming back to P4. So yeah, both really good results. Congratulations on the P2, man. You deserved it.
Thank you.
And yeah, with VVG not joining, this rounds off the USA Grand Prix for this tier. Congratulations on the podium runners. Thank you, Lewis, for joining the commentary box with me. As always, it has been a pleasure.
Yeah, it's been great. Great race. Well done, guys. And looking forward to next week for some more of Tier 3 action.
Yeah, we had
tomorrow.
Yeah, make sure to tune in tomorrow to see boats around the track, as it will probably be raining again, which you absolutely love to see. Other than that, make sure to tune in for the Wednesday to see the Tier 1 guys and the AM2 guys, and on the first day the Elite Tier and the AM1 guys. And like I said, the Sunday, the big one, the Indy 500, 3 hours driving in circles. You don't want to miss that one.
Oh my god.
Yeah, like I said, it has been a pleasure as always, and which I say every single day, every single race. Have a good one, stay safe, and goodbye.